Have you ever felt like your mind is working against you? Like no matter how hard you try, it seems to create more stress, confusion, and suffering? What if the biggest obstacle to your peace isn't the outside world, but the thoughts that run endlessly inside your mind? Today, we're diving into one of the Buddha's most profound teachings, how our mind can be our worst enemy. It might sound harsh at first, but what if your mind, despite its incredible power, is the very thing that keeps you trapped in cycles of stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction? What if, instead of being the source of all your struggles, your mind could become your greatest ally? Let's explore the wisdom that Buddha offers and understand how to transform our minds from a source of suffering into a tool for liberation. Join me in this journey where we'll uncover how our mind can be both a prison and a path to freedom. Are you ready to discover how to break free from mental chaos and embrace true peace? Let's dive in and explore how we can turn our minds into our greatest ally. The Buddha's teachings on the mind, they're incredibly profound. Our mind shapes everything we experience. It's through our mind that we perceive the world, form judgments, and react to life's challenges. Think about it for a moment. Every experience you have, whether it's a simple conversation, a moment of joy, or a stressful situation, is filtered through your mind. The way you perceive the world is shaped by your thoughts. If your mind is clouded with negativity, fear, or confusion, your experience of life will be clouded as well. The Buddha understood this deeply. He taught that the mind can be both the source of our greatest happiness and our greatest suffering. When we allow our thoughts to dominate, when we react automatically to every feeling or idea, we risk letting our minds turn against us, becoming our worst enemy. When negative thoughts, fears, doubts, and attachments take over, we become trapped in internal conflict and emotional turmoil. The mind, in this state, is like a wild animal. It jumps from one thought to another, constantly restless, never at peace. The Buddha observed this restless nature of the mind, how it moves quickly, without pause, from one thought to another. It's like a monkey jumping from branch to branch, never still, never calm. This restlessness is what makes the mind difficult to control. The Buddha compared our mind to a churning ocean. Just as an ocean is unpredictable and turbulent, so too is the mind when we fail to calm it. When we don't learn to calm the waves of our thoughts, we lose our connection to the present moment. We become so absorbed in past regrets or future worries that we miss out on the beauty and peace of the here and now. This mental chaos traps us in a cycle of negative thought loops, reliving past mistakes or worrying about things that may never even happen. This restless mind often causes us to feel disconnected, anxious, and discontented. We begin to feel like we're constantly battling against our own thoughts, never able to find peace. But the Buddha's teachings give us a way out of this cycle, a way to find peace within ourselves. Regardless of the chaos around us, one of the most important teachings of the Buddha is the understanding of attachment. We are naturally drawn to people, things, and experiences that we think will bring us happiness. We develop desires, and the more we crave, the more we become attached. But attachment is the root of suffering. The Buddha often spoke about the nature of craving, or tanha, our desire for things we can't fully control, whether it's wealth, love, status, or even fleeting moments of pleasure. This craving keeps us in a constant state of dissatisfaction. When we become attached to anything, we set ourselves up for suffering. Why? Because nothing in life is permanent. People change, material things decay, and circumstances evolve. When we base our happiness on things that are transient, we set ourselves up for inevitable pain and disappointment. The Buddha's teaching encourages us to let go of attachments, not because we shouldn't care, but because true peace comes from within, not from external things. Another way the mind becomes our enemy is through the illusion of control. We often try to control our thoughts, our feelings, our environment, and even the people around us. We believe that if we can just make everything go our way, we will finally find peace. But the truth is, we can never control everything, and trying to do so only leads to frustration and anxiety. As we continue from our discussion about the mind's power, let's now dive deeper into why our desire for control can often lead to frustration and how letting go of this need can bring us peace. We often believe that if we can control everything, we will find peace, but the truth is, the more we try to control, the more out of control we actually become. This is one of the greatest struggles of the human condition, the desire to control everything around us, thinking it will lead to happiness and peace. The Buddha taught that this craving for control only leads to frustration and suffering. The more we resist what is, the more we create suffering for ourselves. True freedom comes when we stop trying to control everything and instead learn to accept and flow with the natural course of life. By letting go of the need to control, we create space for peace and clarity in our minds. This simple yet profound shift allows us to begin experiencing life as it truly is, without the constant tension and stress of trying to manage every little detail. So how do we overcome the mind's tendency to lead us into suffering? The Buddha offered us a powerful practice, mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present and observing our thoughts without becoming attached to them. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of our inner dialogue and learn to recognize when our thoughts are leading us off course. Instead of being swept away by every passing emotion or thought, we can observe them with compassion and understanding. This creates a moment of pause, a space between stimulus and reaction, where we have the power to choose how we respond, rather than automatically reacting. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating mindfulness. By setting aside time each day to meditate, we train our minds to become more focused and centered. Meditation allows us to quiet the constant chatter of the mind and create a space of peace and stillness within. This practice enables us to return to the present moment, where we can experience life more fully and authentically. But mindfulness isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about bringing that awareness into every moment of your life. Whether you're eating, walking, or simply sitting with your thoughts, mindfulness allows you to be present with what's happening rather than reacting to it. This continuous practice of mindfulness, even in the smallest moments, helps us free ourselves from the grip of the mind and experience life with greater clarity, peace, and acceptance. The Buddha didn't just leave us with the teaching of mindfulness. He also offered a clear path to liberation, the Noble Eightfold Path. This path is a guide to transforming the mind and freeing ourselves from suffering. It consists of 8 steps: right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. By following this path, we gradually train our minds to act with wisdom, compassion, and clarity. The Buddha teaches us that liberation is not about escaping from the world, but about transforming our relationship with it. When we free ourselves from the mental habits that keep us trapped in suffering, we can experience true freedom and inner peace. In conclusion, the Buddha's teaching that your mind is your worst enemy invites us to recognize the immense role our minds play in creating our experience of the world. When left unchecked, our minds can lead us into cycles of suffering and confusion, but the good news is, we have the power to change. Through mindfulness, meditation, and the wisdom of the Eightfold Path, we can transform our minds and free ourselves from suffering. By practicing mindfulness and letting go of attachment, we can begin to see the world and ourselves with greater clarity, compassion, and peace. The mind may be our worst enemy, but with practice, it can also become our greatest ally on the path to enlightenment. If you found this video helpful and would like to learn more about Buddhist wisdom and mindfulness practices, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos that can help you transform your mind and live a more peaceful life. Thank you for watching, and may peace and wisdom guide you on your journey.